All right, welcome back, everybody. Boozy Plays time.
Feels so good to be back.
Feels so good. We're playing the Parasite pack, or playing the game called Flee from the Parasite pack, which is available on, I think, pretty much all platforms now. Flee is a super fun indie game from Low Tech Games. Back before NES Pro Magazine was ushered into the ground, I wrote an article about this game, actually. I don't know why I'm talking about that, because there's no way you can read it. But I did it!
Sure you did.
Sure. But no, I love this game. It's got a ton of personality, and oh, what the heck killed me? Oh, I forgot there's a self-destruct button. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because this game does get kind of see how I'm jumping on these clouds? I've been trying to figure out how to like get anywhere. There we go. Boink.
This game looks like a fever dream.
I think I've hit the ceiling. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But you're a flea. You have a name. I forget what it is. But yeah, you play as a flea, and you gotta gather these little jugs of blood, and then you feed them to the big, like,
the obese flea.
Yeah, this big fatty right
Anthony
here.
Kiedis. You gotta give it that. The big one's named Anthony Kiedis.
Help me collect blood for the refu fleas. I'll give you
fleas?
lives in return.
Oh my.
Yeah, refu fleas. It goes real hard with the flea.
The flea references.
References, yes, exactly.
Wow.
All right, we're gonna pause real quick. I just realized there's something
that was funny, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. No, I just realized for some reason there's something wrong with the screen. Let me fix this real quick. I'm gonna cut all this shit out.
Oh, they're gonna miss my Anthony Kiedis joke.
Anthony Penis?
Penis. The professionalism we all come here to see, folks.
Exactly right. Okay, why is my... Okay, look, apparently all these things are in the same layer. Oh, shit, no. Maybe I should leave all this crap in.
You should.
All those people who were so kind.
Say, the 3 people that watch it will really appreciate it. You got to give it to the flea. He's a jumping son of a bitch.
He is, seriously.
Must have glutes like a champ.
His fitness routine is insane.
It's insane.
This is the one workout routine they don't want to tell you about. I don't know why I'm performing right now. No one's going to see any of this.
How'd you get so buff? All easy, man. Player 1 just like left me AFK for 30 minutes and I did 3,000 jumps.
Yeah, my glutes are amazing, bro.
I can crush a walnut with these cheeks.
You know, okay, I was watching, I don't know if you, I assume you have Netflix, right?
Yes.
There's a show on there called Unstable. Oh, frick. First death. First legit death rather than my self-destructs that I was doing earlier, not realizing that I was even doing them. But there's a show on there called Unstable, starring Rob Lowe and Rob Lowe's actual son. And you can tell because they literally look exactly alike. He, oh damn. There we go. We gotta jump on these little doodads here. Okay, crap.
So like, or what are you in right now? Are you in like a dog fur or like what's that?
Well, it doesn't really show you at the beginning, but I will go ahead and spoil it for you that yes, you're inside of a dog.
Aw, Peanut, do you hear that?
Peanut? Who's Peanut?
Peanut's my new dog.
Oh, really? Adam gets a new dog and I still don't have a dog.
Yeah, much in the same vein that Robert De Niro and Al Pacino are welcoming children into their late 80s, I have purchased a 1-year-old puppy.
It's literally the exact same thing.
It's pretty close.
Okay, I never finished the Rob Lowe story. What were we
sorry.
talking about? What I could
Him
now
and
I've forgotten.
his son looks exactly like him, and it was the glutes, and we talked about the jumping routine, and the show or some show that they were both in.
I can't remember now. Yeah, none of those things helped me. So, oh well. What's up, guys? It's Steve here. I remembered what I was talking about. Adam made a joke about how the flea would have like amazing glutes, could crush a walnut in his thighs. In that show, Rob Lowe's son says he doesn't like walnuts because they're disturbing to him because they look like tiny brains. And I thought that was really funny because they do look like tiny brains, and I also don't like walnuts. So, like and subscribe, please. We're literally begging you. Oh, frick. I will revise my story to be just like, everybody go watch that show because I thought it was really enjoyable and I would like to see them make more seasons of it. Netflix loves to cancel shows. So
yes,
you never know if you watch anything on Netflix if they'll ever make more of it or not.
Well, and much in the same vein of Cowboy Bebop, most of their shows.
I liked the live action Bebop. I know you did.
Oh, so horrible.
Well, I think I think it's more horrible if you have strong ties to the original source material, which, as you know, I do not, or did not, I guess. I mean, I was still.
And as you know, I do.
Yes, exactly. So I can. It's the same kind of deal. Like I can see how. I love this guy. Look at this little dancing bro down here. Isn't he hilarious?
That's Anthony Kiedis.
That's Anthony Kiedis. How do I talk to this fool? No,
hey,
okay, there we go. Feel the burn. Feel the burn?
Why is it F-E-A-L?
You know, I wonder if that's supposed to be a joke, because if you rearrange the letters, it spells flea.
It's like flee the burn, but
yeah, it doesn't make sense. Alistair, if you watch this video, leave a comment and tell us why it's feel the burn.
Or we need the fail sound effect.
No, the Alistair is the name of the guy who made this game, and he was very kind in giving me like assets and stuff to use in the article. So like we had like legit pictures from him and stuff. It was really cool. Feel the burn. I guess that's all he says. Buh. So anyhow.
So everybody's doing a strong fitness regimen in this game.
Except this fatty. He's like, give me blood.
Except for Mama Flea.
Oh, okay. These are, I think that's supposed to be a dog's paw coming after you.
Definitely not a penis.
Like he's trying to scratch you. Definitely not. That would be a gigantic pee hole. Oh, I touched the friggin'.
Well, you know, I like to live vicariously in my video games, Steve. I can be a knight. I can be a wizard. I can have a gigantic penis.
That little pause there before penis. I really.
Well, I was gonna say phallus.
Oh.
But I decided to go with penis. That one Office episode where he calls Phyllis phallus.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Phallus.
He's like, sorry, penis is on the brain.
Yeah. Oh, gotta get over here. Yeah, these levels are always a little shoot, because you gotta like time your bounces just so.
Are these all the all the boss encounters always you escaping the penis paw?
The penis paw? No, they are not. Oh, I'm never. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these are tough because, like I said,
how did you get 72 lives? You had 18 earlier.
Well, you just collect all the blood things and you give them to the big mama flea, and then that's how you get more lives. Which it seems like a bunch of lives, but trust me, I'm going to be dying a ton really soon. Because this game
is this typical beer clock podcast.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to see a lot of Steve punishment here. Thank you for your donation. You are saving lives. Good luck. You need it. Yeah, this game gets stupid hard.
This game looks like it turns into just an absolute platforming nightmare.
Oh yeah. There's this one level that I tweeted. I mean, it was meant for humor, but like an angry tweet at him about one of these levels in particular, and he was like, "Yeah, that's a hard one."
I'll never forgive you for what you did to me. What do you mean? Level 72, I hate you.
Seriously, like I said, you'll have well over 100 lives, and you'll burn almost all of them on one level, just because like you'll come across there's these particular levels that are just insanely difficult. But I freaking love this game, and so I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just saying that it gets really hard. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Okay, so if I hit jump right before I hit the ground, see how it makes my jump shorter, so I can make sure I don't smash my head into these spikes.
Is that a Buddhist flea that we see there?
I don't know. That's a good question. Do Buddhists wear diapers like that? He looked like he was wearing a diaper.
Do fleas wear diapers? Do fleas have religious denomination? These are the deep questions we are tackling here today.
I almost asked you the question of like, if fleas had religion, what would their religion be? But I'm like, this is going to probably get into territory that we don't want to talk about here.
They would be heavy into bass music.
Bass music?
Yeah, preferably bass guitar.
There we go.
A bass guitar god. I'm really driving home.
Because of the whole flea thing. Oh my gosh, it took me a second to follow that. Oh no! There we go.
So what are these obstacles in the dog? Like, what are these? Are these knives? Are they syringes? What is inside the blood cells here that are stabbing you?
That's a good question.
Are these tapeworms in the dog?
Well, he does have the game Tapeworm, so maybe this is like our first glimpse of the tapeworm. I don't know. It is pretty disgusting.
Heard about this.
The thought about freaking it. The thought of like most of what you experience in this game is pretty freaking gross. Damn it.
Wow.
Those worms do look at least mildly phallic. Frick.
This game has a strong penile presence.
No, get out of there! Oh, there we go. Thank God. Penile presence. Ah! I think that's what makes this game so hard, is that it's not about, because he jumps all on his own. You don't have to press anything to make him jump. So like he's constantly jumping, so you have to just guide him as he falls, really, more than anything. That is what I think makes the game so difficult, is because there's a billion games out there where you jump. This one is more about falling correctly than it is about jumping.
Yeah, I thought the whole time you were pressing a button.
Nope, he just does that constant. Oh frick, I missed that one. Look, the Ninja Turtle. Well, the Ninja Fleas.
Ninja Fleas?
We heard from Big that you will help us fight. We will meet you at Tapeworm's basement. It's not safe to talk here. Okay, inside the dog.
The vets are on to us.
It's not safe to talk inside the dog, Jerry.
Yeah, they've got the front line. Quick, to the anus.
There we go, last one.
But back to Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
There was a meme that I'll always remember featuring Rob Lowe, and it was outside of a Lowe's department store, and it said, "How many Lowe's would Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's?"
Oh, damn it.
Well done, meme maker. You did a good job.
Meme maker. Oh, fudge! I did it again. Yeah. See, now that's a funny meme. I saw I forget if it was a podcast or like a show or something, but they were making fun of the fact that like modern humor, like from the younger generation, is just absolutely nonsensical. And I know we've talked about that on here even recently, but it's just like, I see so much stuff like on Twitter and all that where it's like, these people are like doing as much as possible to make absolutely no sense. And then when people are like, what the heck does this mean? It's like, that's the joke. And it's just like, why is that funny? It's like the whole, he's making a bouillabaisse, like that whole thing. I do not get it. And I'm like, this is not funny. There's nothing about this that's funny or relatable. Oh, frick, I forgot about that guy.
We sound like a bunch of old men. Like,
oh, I know, absolutely, yeah.
Back in my day, we were funny. What is this shit?
Yeah, no, we sound very old, or I sound very old for saying this, but I don't care.
That's okay. We are old.
We are old. That's true.
We're allowed to sound like
we're old, and we don't randomly scream.
RBI baseball every
And we
weekend.
liked it. No, that to whoever, I don't know if you're watching this video or not, but there was someone who commented just recently. It was like, this is a good channel. Something about like how we don't, there's no random screaming. Obviously, a lot of Let's Play channels just kind of like lean really heavy into that, like constantly. To which Adam and I were talking about this before we started recording today, and I was just like, "Well, clearly this guy has not yet seen the
Snake Rattle roll
Rattle and Roll playthrough, which had plenty of screaming." But
and you going, "I'm sick, Adam. I'm sick."
I love that. I cracked myself up at that one because I went back and watched the episode after. I was like, "Help me, Adam! I'm sick." Because I literally do feel that way sometimes with my game choices.
The flea is becoming a problem. Who is saying this? That looks like a blob flea. Send in the mosquitoes. I can't.
I was waiting for you to do the mwahaha.
No, I'm not an
I'll
evil
pass.
villain. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the mwahas. Send in the mosquitoes. Remember
I enjoyed
the
you
murder
reading the boss stuff though. That was nice.
Oh, okay, from here on out, I'll read boss dialogue.
There you go. Finally do something around here for once. Jeesh.
Do you remember the murder hornets? Remember when that was a thing?
Murder. Oh yes, yes I do.
Yeah. So
Why have we not heard about that in a long time?
Very strong murder hornet vibes here.
Right. These friggin' was it mosquitoes are annoying AF, bro.
So what happens if you don't get all of the blood jugs?
Oh, nothing. You just don't get that many extra lives. The more things you get, the more things you get, the more lives you get. There may be like an achievement or something possibly, or you unlock something for getting all the blood. Who knows? That's like your standard sort of video game thing. But
I don't know if this is going to be interesting or not, but I did read an article where a PlayStation developer deleted an achievement recently because it was unattainable.
Oh, really?
And there was discussion on whether or not that would be a groundbreaking move for other developers to do as such with some of the overly painstakingly grind achievements that, the 0.01% of the player base have, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I highly doubt it. I feel like developers kind of get off on making like one or two achievements that are like, well, this will take 500 hours. Send it.
Right.
Here,
let's press pause on this real quick. This seems like the only way out. Jump on that other beast. I'm just working up the courage to make this jump. So now you have to, this is the part where you're like, oh, it's a dog.
Oh, look, it's a dog nose.
See, it's a dog nose. Then you got the dog eyeball and then the dog ear.
I love the lifeless stare of the dog.
Right. This dog is definitely batting 1,000. But no, okay, so I'm glad you brought this up because I saw online recently people were like, when is Nintendo finally gonna bring achievements to the Switch? And like, it's about time. We should have this by now because everybody else has it and the Switch has been out for so long.
You're not wrong.
Well,
I feel like
I'm wondering what your do achievements matter to you? Oh, what the? I can bust that out.
I think that
I don't think I've ever done this before.
I guess I don't have an argument as to why you wouldn't put them in there because there are some players that that's what they like about the games, as getting the platinum trophies and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like you're shitting on people that like to do that kind of stuff by not having those in the game. It's like, nope, just enjoy it. Well, what do you mean just enjoy it? I have to pick it apart. That's at least that's how I am anyway. Not that I have very many games platinumed. I think I've only platinum trophied like 2 games in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like having them. Like I would, if I have an option of playing a version of a game that has achievements versus one that doesn't, I'm gonna pick the achievement one.
Oh, really? Okay, so that was what I was gonna ask you. Is like, for me, I do not care about achievements at all. Like to me, the way I look at it is, I don't need something to tell me that I'm enjoying a game or that I'm doing good at a game. I get that myself. Now,
I do.
on the flip side, you need that. Well, no, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think on the flip side, obviously, like you said, there's some people that are really into that, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. I just, for me, like when I read,
there's anything wrong with that.
Right. Like when I see a tweet like that, that's like, Nintendo, what are you gonna give us achievements? Damn it! I'm like, who needs? I don't get needing that, but.
Well, I did have a channel called Achievement Unlocked.
That's true. Oh, fudge.
This dog is chock full of mosquitoes already. We don't even have to send him in.
Inside his body. Isn't
no
that
wonder
crazy?
the dog is lifeless. He's being ate from the inside out.
Pretty much.
So let me tell you the story about how I came across this dog, and I'll give you the condensed version. As I listened to a rubber duck squeaking from upstairs.
Oh, dude, look at this guy with a martini. Sorry, I'm not interrupting you, but this
Stop
guy,
that incessant jumping.
These little people are so cute.
So now there's tiny people living in the dog.
Well, I think he's a flea too. He's just taller.
Oh, why would I ever question that?
Might knock over my fine blood. This guy's like a blood connoisseur.
Like the Merovingian of the Matrix, the Flea edition.
The Merovingian. Wow. That is a deep cut reference. At least I feel like it is. Let us know in the chat if you know what Adam's talking about. I get it, obviously, but I also feel like that's a pretty hardcore reference.
You got to know the Matrix, baby.
Yeah. Oh, you shouldn't have told him that. Now everyone's going to be like, oh, yeah, it's that guy from the Matrix.
I said the Matrix in the first statement. I said it was the Merovingian from the Matrix. The Flea edition.
Oh, I didn't hear you say from the Matrix. Well,
I did say from the Matrix.
Okay, in editing, Steve, let's go back and make sure that Adam's not lying.
Hey! Now I'm like, Jesus Christ, did I say it?
Did I say it or not say it?
I think I said it.
You hear that smack, and then it's like, he didn't say it. And it shows up on the screen.
He didn't say it.
Either that or the fart noise. You can pick right now which one you want, Adam.
Oh, definitely give me the fart noise.
Okay.
So, I'm walking. I took my dog on a walk every morning around my neighborhood, and I kept walking past this one particular house. And one time I walked by it, and there was this like small a small dog.
Oh, you've talked about this dog. It's like a small version of
Gigi. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So this is the dog?
No, this is not the dog.
Oh, okay.
So in that vein, I talked to Ashley, and I was like, I think that it might be time for, it's like, when people talk about having another kid, like, I think it's time we have another dog. And so we got to talking, and we were like, okay, so if we're gonna adopt a dog and we're gonna take our time, then what we really need to do is like get 3 dogs that we really like, and then go meet them individually, and we're not in a rush, and we can write down what we like and don't like, and we can really find the one. I don't want to rush into it. But what happened is my wife found a dog the very next day, and we got that one.
That's awesome.
So we went to this place called Save the Animal Foundation, or Staff, as it's also known.
No!
And we go there, and the reason that we liked it was because they don't do like same day adoptions, and they want to make sure that like you're compatible with the dog, so you don't bring it back and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like, oh, that's cool.
That.
Like I like that.
That's a good thing, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that shouldn't be adopting dogs that do, and vice versa, because they just bring them back the next day or whatever. So anyway, we go there, we meet Peanut for the first time, and we start talking to. And so actually, I forgot this part. So when we sat down, she brings us into this room, and we're assuming this is the room that we're going to meet the dog in. And all of a sudden, she starts going over the history of the foundation, and we're like, oh, okay, whatever. And then she starts talking about like how it's all volunteer run, and these are like their shift times, like between 2 and 4 is the shift, and
they're like trying to get you into a cult here. It sounds like.
And I'm like, wait a minute, like we're not working here. Like I just came here to look at a dog. Like I don't need to know when you clock out today. Like. So they bring Peanut in, and what a cute name Peanut is for a dog. And so we call it a day for that. We're like, all right, so keep in touch. We'll go see what happens next time. So while we're there, they tell us that they ask us about our pool and they ask us about our fence. And so we're like, okay, so we have a pool, and I'm like, with our other dogs, we've had up to 3 at a time. Now we're only down to 1, but we've all made sure that they're very knowledgeable about the pool. None of them like water anyway, so it hasn't been an issue, or whatever. So then they really want to make sure that, we're gonna take her on a leash until she gets around it, because they don't want the dog to drown and all that. And this is like a 20-minute conversation about the pool, and it's like,
gosh.
Lady, I've kept 3 dogs alive, okay? I haven't fished one out of the pool yet.
3 dogs alive.
No. Well, 3 dogs alive simultaneously. I've kept more animals alive than that in my lifetime, but.
Oh no! So I'm just gonna go.
So anyway, it gets on the topic of the fence, and so we're like, oh yeah, it's fine. We got a really tall fence, privacy fence goes around our whole backyard. No dogs can get out. We had one that was an escape artist. She never got out. It's great. Well, we're going to need to have a volunteer come by and conduct a fence check.
Wow.
So what happened is this person had to come over to our house and walk the entire perimeter of our fence. And she made me fix something in it.
Fix something in the fence?
Yeah, before I could get the dog. I had to send a picture, an updated picture of a new plank put in before we could even take her for this home visit. So now where we're at is we are on the home visit where we have to have for a minimum of a week, which is fine, and then make a final decision from there. And of course, I'm the old man that's like, well, Jesus, I could adopt a Russian orphan trafficked through the country faster than I could get this dog. And so then when the fence person came by, she was like, a lot of people say that they could get a child a lot easier than they could get a dog from us, but they just don't understand that we put a lot of time and effort. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. I appreciate it. I love animals too. I'm here for it. But also, I don't need to give you my credit score, my social security number, with my previous addresses. We had to give them references, and they called the references.
What they call? Wow, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This place is hard fucking core, right?
Yeah.
So, and this, not to mention that this place is an hour drive from me, and through the most horrendous gauntlet of traffic, interstate changes. And so I've had to go down there 3 times now. The first time we had to drive all the way down there with our dog, who's 1,000 years old, and they had to go on a walk together down by them, and before they would be interacted socially. And so when we started that, we had to keep them a minimum of 25 feet apart. I mean, it was it's a whole thing. I never had so many guidelines. I'm like, I guess I just always put the dog on the leash and said, here, say hi, present the butthole, whatever you gotta do.
That we definitely need to make Beer O'Clock present the butthole shirts now. With a picture of your dogs on them.
Present the butthole.
See what I'm talking about, though? How many freaking lives I've lost here? It's damn, bro. This game is hard.
Constant jumping is...
It's kind of unnerving. It really is. Oh, shit. Yeah. See, the reason why I'm struggling with this so much is the exact same thing I just commented on a minute ago, is that you're not guiding his jumping. It's really that you're guiding his falling.
Fall, yeah.
Oh, shoot, I could have made that. Oh, my gosh, bro.
I think you fall down and then you jump into the little cubby.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
But then it also, I think there's an RNG to how they spawn, though, after you die, because sometimes I have to wait for him to go by a couple times, and then sometimes I can just jump right up. So I am going to jump in that little cubby, though, because it gives me at least a little bit more control. See, this time I didn't have to stop at all. I just go right up there.
Right.
So, oh, damn it. So, okay, so where are you at in the process? You said they're doing a final visit, and then
so she's on a home visit with us now, and so then once we decide that we're gonna keep the dog or not, which I don't see any issue as to why we would not keep her at this point, because I mean, she's a good dog, but she's just she's a 1-year-old puppy. Yeah. And when you have another dog that's 13 years old and it takes her 5 minutes to wake up, a dog that's hey, I'm a puppy, hey, all the time.
Hey.
Yeah, and she's very playful. She spends like when she was at the foundation, she had a day a week where she went to like a doggy daycare, and that was the way they socialized her around a whole bunch of other dogs, which I thought was really cool. But the thing is that she is on like playtime
Prozac?
1000 all the time, and my dog has never really had a dog that wanted to play with her, so she's never really played. So she's just now learning as a senior citizen. and it's funny because like my dog will like, I keep saying my dog, but I guess they're both my dogs. But Gigi, my old dog, will start the shit sometimes. She'll come up and start trying to hump Peanut. And I guess that's Gigi's way of playing. Is just present the butthole.
So it took you all these years and a new dog to learn that the dog you already had is a freak.
Yeah, she's really showing her fetish
Gigi's
side.
like,
Like me, the young ones. So
I almost made it. Oh my gosh, dude! I swear.
So, but the thing is, she gets really tired, like, 2 minutes into the play session. So while this dog is literally running circles around Gigi, she's like just trying to get in like one good, like nip in just every so often. Just come here, you little shit. I'm trying to.
Damn it, you killed me that time. I was laughing and it screwed me up.
And so then, like, after she's like out of breath, we'll separate her. Be like, all right, let's take a little bit of a break. And then, like, 10 minutes later, my dog will be like, I didn't hear no bell. And I come up and be like, give me that little.
Damn it, you always say the really funny stuff right when I get to that middle part. You bastard. Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's been a dynamic, because I'm not used to like having a dog that young, and like I'm trying to make sure like nobody's like really taking it too seriously, And,
it's like parenthood. Like, is this a play fight or is this a real fight? And the thing I have to worry about is like with my kids is it's like play fights can turn into real fights. So sometimes I'm like, I'm kind of not feeling a good vibe here. And you put the kibosh on this.
The kibosh.
Joe Davola kibosh.
He's gonna put the kibosh.
Okay, so you need to send me a picture of your two dogs together so I can edit it into this episode.
I will, and I actually we got this.
Sorry,
we got this really, really long gate that goes across our front porch now, because I've had a dog in my life that was a darter,
A darter?
And yeah. How did he escape? More mosquitoes.
Still no more ha ha ha. Huh? He's all Adam's like hard pass. All right, guys, we're gonna call it for now, but come back next time. We'll play a little bit more of this and hear more about Adam's dogs and such.
I feel itchy.
I have tons of living things inside my body right now. Not at all creepy or gross.
Yeah.
Da